Got it, Daddy. Yeah. Thank you.
Burrito hand up in the BMW or what?
Hey, my name is Tyler, and this is another episode of the Great American Coastline, where I'm going to ride my bike along the coastline of America, from Canada to Mexico. It's really, really far. It's 1,800 miles. It's 100,000 feet of climbing, and the current record is 12 days, 12 hours. But our goal is to smash that record, and while we are fully self-supported, we are going to film everything.
Life rips, my baby. There's a Chipotle. Yo, today's gonna be a good day. Oh, what? We're bringing out the burrito, dude. Oh, my chicken pie. What is in my eye? Oh! Dude, it's huge.
Previously on the Great American Coastline, we started our journey from Blaine, Washington. We missed this boat. We got a burrito hand up. We were absolutely vibing. We rode into the night. We got a second burrito hand up. We jumped into the bed. That led us to day 2. We met up with Bill. He was amazing. We almost got crushed by his truck. We celebrated with some burritos. We made it to the coast. We got further than our planned destination. That moves us into day 3, where we met up with Todd, and he took us on one of the greatest roads I've ever been on. We've been eating like kings. This guy Josh ran with me. We met up with Jacob. I ate a burrito. I woke up in the next morning with an eye thing, but our breakfast was awesome. We were absolutely vibing. The forest here in Oregon was unbelievable. Then we got some vegan tacos. We made it to California. We had a small little hiccup, and we had to backtrack. Because we were behind on schedule, there was literally only one hotel. Elk Meadow was unbelievable. Day 5, I woke up super ugly. We checked out the elk. I got this coffee and burrito hand up from Zach. Zach encouraged us to take a little detour and ride the greatest road of all time. I know I already said this, but this one is it. 113 miles into the ride, we got totally fueled. We crushed this huge climb on our way to the Highway 1. I got tons of food, maybe too much. I gotta try to figure out how to put this all in my bike. All that food was either in me or on me, and then I was the luckiest dude ever. I snagged this crazy fast group ride. These dudes were awesome. These people were on the side of the road, and they gave me a human tunnel. I got the best photo of my life. I got another burrito hand up, and then I got some puppy love from these wonderful people. The vibes were rolling along the coast. I got another 2 burritos. Pablo tried to give me a sparkling water. We rode along the coast. I had another burrito. Our burrito counts off the chains, and then I got another burrito, and this family led me to the hotel where I passed out full of burritos. We woke up early with a really big decision to make. I thought about my kids, and it kind of broke me, but we got to ride across the Golden Gate Bridge and through this amazing tunnel. We also got help from John, and Jim gave us a burrito, and Troy helped me through Santa Cruz, took me to a bike shop where I got my bike fixed. We met up with Josh, and then we ate our burrito as we rode through the farmland through Monterey on our way to Big Sur. We took a gamble going this way that might cost us the record, but we got some good dinner, and I spoke to my daughter about Disneyland, which leads us in today.
All right, so we are going the opposite way of my original plan. New developments have arose. New information has come to light. I had 2 options. Option 1, option A, the good option, a 13-mile hike. Totally doable, dude. I brought shoes for it. Problem is that a cyclist tried to pass the landslide like a week ago, went around the barrier, and he fell. He got arrested. It was a big deal. So now they have security. Now they're not letting anyone past it, period. I'm also dealing with legal trouble from the Yosemite video. There's a good chance I might be on probation for that. So like, I cannot break the law. I can't even attempt option A. That's the problem, is that the hike starts after the barrier. Not after the landslide. Obviously, I'm not trying to cross the landslide. I'm trying to hike around it. Can't even do that. Can't even get there. Okay. Option B, worst case scenario, I had a backup plan. The backup plan was this 44-mile up to the ridgeline and across, and then down. I saw Strava segments going up one side and down the other side. Now the worrisome thing, was there was no Strava segment for the whole thing. Everyone sort of went to the top and turned around on both sides. No one connected all the way through. So I was like, well, that's concerning, but whatever. Well, last night we did research. I found this woman's Strava of part of the trail I was gonna go on. Dude, all the segments, the KOM is 2.7 miles an hour. That's the KOM. Most of them are 1 mile an hour. This woman said this is not a, this is a hiking trail. It's an aggressive hiking trail. It's like mountaineering. One guy on Trail Forks said that he did this hike. It took him 2 days. He only went halfway. So what I thought was a single track to a gravel road is not. There's no way to do it. This was too risky. And I am a risky biscuit, dude. Take a lot of risk. Right, yesterday I'm bawling my eyes out about my family. Like, bro, if I have control over something, I'll take risks if I have control. This doesn't feel like I have control. This feels way too fucking dangerous to just go into the open wilderness. 10 miles, no big deal. 20 miles, okay. 40 miles, I'm gonna be on a fucking Survivor show of a guy who didn't survive. I came this way in hopes that something would work out. And you know what? It did. It did work out. Because I got to see Big Sur at freaking golden hour. So I'm gonna get to see Big Sur at freaking sunrise. I got to stay in this sick place. I got great tofu and burgers, and I only lost 3.5 hours. Okay, I didn't lose this like yesterday. I only had an option to stay in Monterey, which would have been 130 miles. And like, yes, I could have recovered. It could have been a short day. I could have maybe been already way further along today, but I cannot live with myself if I didn't try. If I didn't get here and dude, zero, no regrets. No regrets. The tattoo meme. And look, I'm gonna finish in Cayucas anyway. 170 miles. We're landing in Cayucas. Cayucas is my home away from home. I'll talk about that a little bit today on the video. I got out super fucking late, dude. Out the door late, mate, as the Australians would call me. I'm happy with everything yesterday. Today's gonna rip. Tomorrow's gonna rip. Life's just gonna rip, dude. But I had to err on the side of caution. So, long story long. We're going the long way. I'm light right now, but I have very little food. What do I got? I got cashews, I've got an oat bar, I have 2 protein cookies, and 2 bottles of water. We gotta just find the quickest possible way to backtrack here. But today, I'm gonna have to focus on riding a little more than content. So 171, 1 stop, get to Paso, get my sandwiches. I'm gonna try to order ahead so that they're already ready to go. And I just dip in, grab them and dip. Dip, put my hand up on your hip. If you dip, I dip, we dip.
I got tons of soul on my true collectible. Famous, so famous, #1 desirable. I do what I want, when I want, and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I do what I want, when I want, and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I got change to throw, I don't care about no gold. Better, so much better, flipping incredible. Always on the street so they know that I still got it. And I never feel sorry, yeah, top of the world.
I'll get it. See that, you got it. Got it, Daddy. Yeah. Thank you.
Burrito hand up in the BMW or what? Alright, it's been a while since I've checked in. We've kind of just trying to put our head down. So essentially, the topography of what's going on here is there's the Central Valley where I live, right on like the upslope of the northern Central Valley. And then there's like a mountain range, whichever mountain range this is called, that kind of separates the Central Valley from the coast. And I'm just going over those mountains. Now they're not like crazy Alp wild, you know what I mean? I think it peaks out at maybe 6,000 at the highest point. Not on this route. This is like the lowest point. But anyways, we're just getting over. We're gonna dip right onto the outskirts of the Central Valley and then come back over. It's a long way around today, dude. If I'm gonna ride long and my wife supports me, I need to repay the favor big time. And I need her to know without a doubt that I'm not gonna get back and be a useless POV. That if I do go out for a ride or I whatever, do an adventure like this, that when I get back home, I'm back in it, dude. I'm putting in the work. And I'm not complaining about whatever this vacation is. So much so that pretty much the day after this, I'm taking my daughter and my family to Disneyland to show them support. They supported me, they love me, and it's really holding me together. Like when I get really loose, like yesterday, I just think like Disneyland, Disneyland, Disneyland. Disneyland. I've been on this road before with Jeremiah and the Performance Bicycle Boys. This was on day 6 or day 6, yeah, day 6, because we raced BWR. That was day 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5 we rode from San Diego up to Monterey. This was our final day. I will say I definitely almost panicked and invited him on this trip, thinking I wouldn't be able to like tell a good story without him, you know, like just by myself. I don't know, dude. What if I just, I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like worried. And so even though that there would have been cool parts to bringing him along, the self-exploration of this trip and how I've grown as a person personally with being like more forward thinking, I'm really happy I did this. I've learned a lot about myself, and I really kind of had to like take all of what I've learned over every adventure and put it into this one. This is kind of like the final test, the boss level. I have nothing on me, dude. I'm light, I've ate everything. The sandwich shop, which I desperately want, 25 miles out. I've got a tailwind. It's potentially possible that I make it. I have to, dude. I need these sandwiches. Let's go, bro. Pedal for sandwiches. We made it, dude. We made it. We've been just motoring, but like we've had a good tailwind this whole way. Like what a lucky duck, dude. Like the day we needed it, we got it. Yes. I can't believe we made it. Today was rough. I didn't really talk about it, but I had a lot of doubt today, man. I had a lot of moments where I thought, I think I might call someone to pick me up. And then it's like, dude, that's so dumb. But like in my head, it just, a lot of excuses were coming out. Like the negative voices were loud today, dude. Had to just not listen to them. And I had to just try to shut that out. But man, that negative Nelly just kept getting real persuasive. I was like, dude, how about just have the family come meet you in Cayucas and you could be done. Just call it. I'm like, what? You know, just these weird things where you're like, bro, that's not even, that makes no sense. So I didn't want to vocalize it. I didn't want to put it out there. I just wanted to try to ignore it. And we did it, dude. We ignored it. So now we got these sandwiches, and then we got 25 miles left to Cayucas.
The Vrimi. I can't even begin to tell you how good these sandwiches are. They're like the tuna melt is just the best thing ever. So I got 2 wraps and 2 sandwiches. Bro. Alrighty. I'm doing this right now. I don't know what it says CC. I'm gonna show you these when I get home. It's like a vegan meat and cheese like place. They have like deli meats and fine cheeses, but vegan. And remember when we were kids and it was like, wouldn't that be sick if broccoli tasted like candy? You know what I mean? What happened to that, dude? We can make black beans and broccoli taste amazing. It's warm. You have no idea how good this is. Warm. Psych tomato.
Alright, we'll go. I don't know how I'm gonna go back to living normal life and not eating 8,000 calories a day.
Also, for me, a tuna sandwich, like a warm, hot tuna sandwich on toasted bread, it takes me back to my childhood. Like all food, and why I have a problem with food is that it all goes back to me being a kid and being loved and warm and protected. And my mom would make me a tuna sandwich on like toasted bread all the time, and like it was just, I knew I was safe. And like it's like weird, you know. I don't know how other people look at food, but I look at food in a totally different way. Finding things that are familiar, finding things that make me feel like I'm home, so important. The homesick thing is crazy. So the morale boost of that is just through the roof, dude. Well, I haven't eaten it yet. I ate the turkey one. I can't wait for the tuna, but we're saving that one for when we get, you know, like a destination thing. We are almost done. We are almost there. So Cayucas to me was an unknown town. I did not know anything about it at all. And my wife's family, I think her grandma and grandpa came to Cayucas like in the 80s or something, or at least her grandpa did. And then they started doing Thanksgiving like really early on in her childhood. They would do Thanksgiving at Cayucas every year. So when I came into the family, that's what I did. I got adopted into this tradition and quickly fell absolutely head over heels in love with Cayucas. I am a small town boy. I don't want the city. San Francisco, no thanks. Traffic to me is a car, a single car. I'm just like, what? Dead stop traffic. Living in the mountains where I do, I feel so at home here because it's like the same vibe as my hometown, but on the coast. I mean, we come here 4 or 5 times a year, maybe more.
Made it. That was a long one. Oh, right on the sandwiches, dude. I smashed the sandwiches. I know I did. Okay. All right. It's been a day. It's been a day. So I honestly don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to say. Today was like just get through it. Today was definitely probably my physical lowest day where I really just didn't think I was going to be able to do this. Kind of thinking like, I have to ride 170 miles, you know? But we did it. Just kind of zoned out for a little while. And now we're here. I don't know how to say like what day's harder. Because every day there's something that's like, well, this is going to end the trip, you know, type hardness. This one, the stoke, and I apologize, the stoke was so low. Okay, I'm going to finish my food. Dude, this is like a salami wrap because I got 2 wraps and 2 sandwiches. I was thinking I'd port the wraps. That was so good. I got some chips, salt. Went to the grocery store, got grapes, food for tomorrow. As we get closer to SoCal, because no one rode with me today. Well, that one, Joel, I think was his name. He rode with me for a little bit. Nathan brought me a burrito. But as we get closer to SoCal, dude, it's gonna get wild. It's gonna be a lot of people. Technically, I was supposed to be done in 9 days. Tomorrow's the 9th day. Obviously, I can't go like 450 miles or something. But it's also, I'm kind of thinking, am I gonna have to do 2 200-mile rides, or am I gonna have to go into day 11? That's concerning. Now that I'm thinking about it. Well, I'm here in Cayucas. I feel all homey. It's good. I gotta get some sleep though. So we'll see you in the morning. Bright and early. As always, BC. You.
I got tons of soul on my true collectible. Famous, so famous, #1 desirable.
Now our original projection, which was gonna have us finishing ETA of 8 days, 12 hours. Even though it would have been 9 rides, the way the time works, it would have been 8 days. We should have been way further ahead by now. But our new plan was to make it to Cayucas, and we did that. 170 miles, awesome. We had a great tailwind. Honestly, in the day we needed some help with nature, we got it. As for calories, ate decently amount. You know, I mean, the sandwiches were a lot. Like we ate a lot kind of on the back end. And I think that was one thing why my stoke was so low, is that I wasn't eating a ton during the ride. I ate a lot after the ride. Budget wise though, our cheapest day, I believe, of the whole trip, $30 on ride food that we got like right away, like an hour into the ride. Dinner was $80 with the sandwiches and a little bit of groceries. But again, a lot of that dinner rolls to the next day. Lodging, pretty inexpensive, $185. So far the trip has cost us about $5,000 in total. Our mental side here, the fatigue is building, right? The fatigue is building. The joints are a little creaky. And, you know, even though I'm in this hometown, man, I'll be honest, it made me miss my family so much. And I cut this out of the video because I didn't want to be negative, but I had this like weird thought that my wife was going to be there waiting for me. And I knew that was a negative thought to have, because I knew it was going to be a disappointment if it wasn't the case. But I don't know, it was like this weird thing. I thought, dude, she's going to be there. She's going to be at the hotel with the family. And I got kind of stoked, and then so I was a little down, but it is what it is, man. Ride from Canada to Mexico. You're going to feel all the highs and all the lows. And that's what a good adventure is all about. We'll see you tomorrow.